Hi, my name's Jeff Olson, founder and CEO of Neerium International. Just 8 short months ago, we launched Neerium International, and we began the company organically. What does that mean? We had no pre-launch, we had no soft launch, no grand opening. We just opened the doors and launched the company. In 8 short months, we have made history. Matter of fact, Success Magazine was writing about us when we were just 3 months old. We were on the newsstands. We were 5 months old. We opened up Success Magazine. We're the youngest company ever to be featured. And actually, the editor said, we never do startup companies. Actually, we look for companies that are mature and stable. Well, we're just 3 months old at that time. She goes on to say, although they're new, they're not, because their management team has history, has significance. Goes on to say their science has been evolving for literally 1,000 years, but in the last 50 years especially. So it's a young company, but it's really an old company. Direct Sales News, just 2 months later, 5 months old, was writing about us, and 7 months later, after we launched, we were in Direct Sales News, the youngest company ever featured in Direct Sales News. And so what's happened in just 8 short months? What we've done is we've launched this company, and we launched it, again, like I say, organically. We just pushed it out the door. And in 8 short months, what they're saying is less than 1/2% of all the companies that have launched in the last 10 years have ever achieved in their history what we're doing monthly right now. That's very, very significant. Now, how'd that happen? It happened because we're based on a very significant product. Matter of fact, I'll be talking about our product, Neerium AD, a lot through this presentation. I want to share with you why great things are happening for us, because it's happening, again, like I said, organically. The product is working. It's been product-driven. Matter of fact, I could say this right now, after 8 short months in this company, 95% of the product we ship every single day moves through to the end user, the consumer, within 2 to 3 weeks. Now, we all know in this industry, if you've been around this industry, a lot of the product moves because of the economic model. Matter of fact, the true test of significance in this industry is whether people use your product or buy your product who are not attached to the economic model. The sad thing is a lot of the products in this industry move because the product is attached to the economic model or the compensation plan. That's not the case here. The vast majority of our product moves to the end user who has no financial reason for using our product. So why would that happen? Why would it happen so big? Because we have something here that's very, very special. You know, I know a lot of people out there in this industry, they're kind of tired of maybe what they've been involved in. Maybe the product didn't stand up, the marketplace didn't stand up, the management didn't stand up, a combination of those things. And, you know, in this industry, life leaves clues. If you look at the $10+ billion companies in this industry, there's some things that they do that make it happen for them. And then what I want to do is share with you why I think, although we've had great success in our first 8 months, why we will be the next billion-dollar significant company in this industry that will withstand the test of time. You know, people say that all the time, but you really got to look at their model. Look at the product, look at the space they're in, look at the systems they have, look at the barrier of entry from other people doing what they're doing to see if they really have a legitimate shot at doing that. And we have that. 8 short months, we've made history, but nothing has happened compared to where we're going. Matter of fact, I like to say we just scratched the scratch on what we're going to do because we're in such a large space. And so everything I'm going to talk about in this presentation is documented. Matter of fact, at launch, we had 18 5D high-definition videos we spent for documenting everything about this company, about the product, about the space. Matter of fact, we probably spent more money on videos than most companies spend at launch for their whole entire company. And so everything we have is documented. You can go to our website, you can go to the videos, go to Facebook and see everything that's going on with our company. Hear all the stories that are happening. Look at the pictures that are happening with people using the product. It's overwhelming. You see that. And that's what's driving this company. So what's happening here? And I just want to drive home a simple concept. If you get this, and what I want to do the rest of the presentation is share with you how this is happening. Very simply, this product right here, Neerium AD. If you walk into any department store in the United States, there's 10,000 plus department stores in the United States, okay? And every department store, what's the first thing you see when you walk in? You see beauty, okay? Why is it there? Because that's where the money's at. You don't see diets, you don't see services, you don't see juices, you don't see coffees, you see beauty. That's where the money is at, okay? When you walk into those department stores, what you'll see is people spend a lot of money on beauty products. Matter of fact, the fastest growing segment in beauty, because beauty is defined as dermal and color and fragrance, the fastest growing segment is dermal. Fastest growing segment inside that is anti-aging. Matter of fact, anti-aging in the United States alone will be a $114 billion space by the year 2015. It's growing at a rate of $1 billion a month. Matter of fact, the entire direct sales industry globally is $125 billion. Anti-aging inside of dermal is $114 billion and just inside the United States. And so in every one of those locations you walk in, here's what will happen today. It'll happen a year from now. It'll happen 5 years from now. It'll happen forever. It's evergreen. Somebody will walk in there and they'll buy a product that's way more expensive than this product, way more expensive, that does way less than this product. If you can get that, All those people are walking in, 10,000 department stores, buying products every single day. Started 5 years ago. They'll do it today. They'll do it 5 years from now, 10 years from now. They'll buy a product that's way more expensive than this, that does way less than that. And if I can prove that to you, then you can see that's why we're having so much success here. So how'd that happen? How'd something that miraculous happen? Well, it started through an accidental discovery. What you're going to find out is our partner is a company called Neerium Biotech. They are our partner in this business. Neerium Biotech is a biotechnology research company. They've been working with MD Anderson. And MD Anderson, in 1998, under the direction of Dr. Newman. Matter of fact, if you want to hear about Neerium Biotechnology, go to their website, neeriumbiotechnology.com, and you'll see everything about who they are and what they've been doing with MD Anderson. MD Anderson is the #1 cancer research institute in the world. Dr. Newman, the head of research there for 24 years. You want to hear about him, just go hit the Dr. Newman video, okay, on our site, and you'll hear everything about him. They brought in STNT. STNT is one of the premier research, test, and toxicology labs in the world under the direction of Michael Scott. If you want to hear about who they are, go to our clinical video, and you'll hear everything about the process because they tested this product clinically. And when I say clinically, I'm talking about very hard, objective, quantifiable numbers. A lot of times you hear the word clinical, and it's very subjective. It's a doctor's observation. It's a patient's opinion. This is hard data information. Matter of fact, they brought in very scientific instruments to do the research of this. They used a camera that literally before this had been used to detect cracks on a semiconductor point. Like that's like the point of a pen. It can count the cracks. Matter of fact, when it looks at a person's face, it counts every line on their face by pixel, by length, by width, by depth, every single one, every pore. It counts everything, very quantifiable, okay? Every number is there. And then when we come back later, it counts the exact same thing. It uses tracking software. It's been used up to this point in time in satellites that do the topical graphical charting of the Earth. So it's very scientific based. Again, this is MD Anderson. This is Neerium Biotechnology. These people are research scientists, okay? So they tested it. Matter of fact, Michael Scott, and you'll hear about him in our clinical video, he talks about when they test other skincare products, and normally what people look for in testing, they look for a 2 to 5% reduction, say like in fine lines, pore pigmentation. They'll call that significant, and they'll launch the product. These products that you see in the department stores, and you walk in, and you see them in the beauty category. Guess what happened to us? We came in 20s, 30s, 40s. We averaged around 30% reduction in just 30 days. Matter of fact, we brought in Dr. Fan. Dr. Fan is a Harvard board-certified surgeon, plastic surgeon, to review all the studies, and he signed off on these numbers. So that's what we had, those kind of numbers, amazing numbers, breakthrough numbers, accidental discovery in the hottest space you can be in direct sales, anti-aging. Matter of fact, in the direct sales industry, if you really study it, you'll find out 9 of the top 10 companies in the direct sales industry occupy the space of beauty. So that's where you want to be. So think about it. Here we are with this anti-aging product, breakthrough science, amazing numbers proven clinically, and the #1 space in the industry. So with that, they set out to see how they're going to market the product. They had a lot of ways they could go. They could go infomercials. They could go into department stores and direct sales and retails. They had a lot of different places, but through a process, we ended up becoming their partner. So what happened is we formed Neerium International. Neerium International is a partnership of us, Neerium International, with Neerium Biotechnology, and that's what we're doing is we're designed to take this product to the marketplace. Our goal is, #1, to build a brand. When you look at everything about our company, when you look at our product, when you look at our kits, our training, our website, you'll see first-class, world-class branding. #2, to build a product line. Matter of fact, what you need to do is go to NeeriumSkincare.com. That's a biotechnology company that was formed exclusively by Neerium Biotech, wholly owned by them, to do nothing but exclusively build products for us. Go look at future products. You'll see the 8 products that are under development for us going into the future. So build a brand, build a product line, and then take it globally. And I'll talk about that later on. And so with that, what we wanted to do is we knew we had something very special here. Matter of fact, I'll never forget the day I was sitting there with Dr. Newman, the head of research at MD Anderson, and there was Michael Scott, the head of research at STNT, talking, and there was Dennis Knoke, the chairman and CEO of Neerium Biotechnology. And they're talking about this time when the head of research from Schering-Plough was a $19 billion pharmaceutical company that specializes in skincare. So the head of research was in MD Anderson, the #1 cancer research institute in the world, talking to Dr. Newman, the head of research there for 24 years. And they're talking about the NAE8 extract, the extract that is driving this product. And here's the words that were spoken. And this is the head of Schering-Plough. And Schering-Plough has since been bought by Merck, a $30 billion company, okay? The words he said is, the dermal applications of this is bigger than our entire product pipeline combined. People, when you're a brand partner with Neerium International, you become a brand partner with a biotechnology company. You become a brand partner of the company that those words were said about its product, okay? So they had something special. So what do we want to do? We wanted to build a special company around a special product. Matter of fact, Don Smothers was brought in as the formulator. You'll hear about Don Smothers. You're going to hear about all this stuff in our videos and in our literature. It's all signed off. Don Smothers has been formulating skincare products for over 40 years. He's done well over 2,500 skincare products. And guess what his words were? This product works faster and better than any other product he's ever seen. Over 40 years and 2,500 products. So what else can I say? We have an amazing, amazing product in a great space. So our goal is to put a great company around a great product, a world-class company. How's that start? It starts with management. Again, you go back to Direct Sales News or Success Magazine, they say our management is world-class. Across the board, we average over 20 years of experience in every single category successfully. We went out and gotten the best of the best. I won't go through all of them. You can go and research them. But Dennis Windsor, the president, gentleman's been in the industry almost 30 years. He's been a top distributor, built organizations in hundreds of thousands of people. He's built globally. He's owned companies. He's been an officer in companies. He's consulted to well over 100 companies in this industry. He's the president. A big person we brought in, Trevor Schofield. Trevor Schofield is an operations manager of a publicly traded direct sales company, a 37-year-old publicly traded direct sales company that operates in 38 countries. He left that well-established position to come over here to a startup company because he sees what we have and where we're going to go, while we really are poised to be the next billion-dollar, legitimate, long-lasting company in this industry. So he put together a world-class management team around this opportunity, this product. Then you put in the systems. I'll put up our systems against anybody. Matter of fact, the Direct Sales News, I was talking to the editor, and we were 5 months old. He says, when all the research people are coming back and the writers come back, the photographers, they all keep on saying, these people cannot be 5 months old. Reason we do is because we're not 5 months old when it comes to our success, our history, what we have behind us, okay? We're literally a 20-year-old company. So our management team will put up against anybody, but then our systems, and I won't go through all that, but you go to look at our branding, you look at our websites, you look at our marketing systems, you look at everything we've put together, we look better than almost all the 10-year-old companies over there. So again, put together great systems, great management, great infrastructure around a great product. From there, there's two things that we're really focused on. Matter of fact, we look at a lot of things, but there's two things we're really focused on. How can we make the customer experience amazing, and how can we make the brand partner experience amazing? So let's start with the customer experience. Our goal is, number one, to put you in a great space. I've already talked about that. There's no better space in the direct sales than to be in beauty. It's the hottest space you could possibly be in. It's better than any other space. But within that space, we want to give you some unfair advantages. First of all, it starts with this product, okay? We give you this product at a price point that's ridiculous. Matter of fact, this is $80 a month. You go into any of these department stores, and you'll find all over the place in there products for $200, $300, $400 that do not do what this does, that are way more expensive, and it's everywhere. Go into any med spa. I challenge you to find a product for $200 or $300 that does what this product does. The reason we can do that is because, again, we are partners with a biotechnology company. We control everything from the seed to the biomass, and from the biomass to the end product. There is no middleman. Nobody's stepping on it. The biotechnology company is our partner. Now understand, by doing that, the biotechnology company has the only biomed fields in the world to produce this product. You understand that? We control only biomed fields there are. Biomed is way beyond an organic field. They've been building these for well over a decade. Matter of fact, we have enough capacity to go to 20 million bottles right now in just biomass. It'll take anybody, if they wanted to replicate what we're doing, they have to learn how we're doing what we're doing, okay? And that's proprietary knowledge. And if they learn what we're doing, they'll take them easily a decade to be able to grow the fields and have the capacity we have. And then they would have to have the patented process that we have to extract it. I've asked them over and over, what would it take for somebody who's well-funded, well-motivated, they see the great success we're having, and they want to come on and they want to replicate or duplicate what we're doing? They said, number one, I don't think they can, but let's just say if they could, it's easily a 12 to 15-year experience. And so what is that for us? It's a massive barrier of entry from anybody else doing what we're doing. See, a lot of people out there in the direct sales industry, you might have had success with a product, but all of a sudden there was 20 versions of you. And you know what that did to you, okay? If you can be copied, you will be copied. And what happens, your success becomes your failure because you are successful, you get copied. Well, we are successful, but we're not going to be copied. You get that. That's very important. So we get to occupy this space by ourselves. And because our relationship with the biotechnology company and our partner, we can bring a product to the marketplace at a ridiculously low price point. Now, why do we do that? because you're our brand partner. We see this as your way to build a footprint, to go out there and build a footprint of customers and brand partners out there. So when we bring these other